Hi, Taurus, and welcome to your first in December short and sweet messages and predictions Zodiac Teroscope reading. Okay, as usual, we're talking about energy coming in and around you, what you may need to be aware of, or how can you navigate this energy and the advice and guidance. As always, and I'm doing something a little different, so just let me get there, but I want to let you know these are timeless messages, so if you see it after December, that is okay. There's something in here for you. The other thing I want to say, Taurus, this is for your Taurus sun, moon, rising. If you have Venus in Taurus, then you can look at this from a relationship perspective, any type of relationship in your life. Okay? The other thing that I want to mention, and I've been telling everyone, these cards, I find my Yule deck sometimes a little difficult to understand what they've written. Okay? And so I went to the book. And, sometimes if you've ever watched, I think it's a pick a card. I don't remember which one, but I read from it may be in the Dragon Diaries. And I'll just move my finger around, and wherever that finger lands is where I read from. Anyway, so let's get right into this though. Okay, I'm using my Christmas decks. Very excited about that. Not quite as many as my Halloween, but nonetheless, I do have some. So I'll grow it in time. First card out. What energy is or will be coming in and around you? Now remember, this could be a person, people, an event, a situation that's going to trigger something in you here, okay? Feasting. Well, that looks good because don't we do that at Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter and birthdays and other celebrations, right? So it says, let us feast upon the nourishing and be thankful for thy feast, nor here or there, yet everywhere it will be. So I love that message, okay? Because this is about what we do when we gather with our loved ones, okay? When we are thankful for what it is that we have. But when I went to the book on this, interestingly enough, one of the keywords and the keyword that I went directly to was having enough. This is all about feeling lack or scarcity, worried about how much you have. Needing to trust that you will have enough and that spirit will provide. So that's the energy that's going to be coming in and around you, right? Is believing, the energy coming in, it's going to make you maybe feel like, I don't know, you're going to lose something, lose everything, or it's going to remind you maybe of something you don't have in your life, even though you have a ton of other stuff. It's going to highlight something that maybe you feel lack about. And I feel it's going to make you a little nervous, okay? But here's the thing. What I said in the beginning with intuition is it is about feasting. It's about celebrating and having. But also, I read too, it's about giving. You give, you receive back tenfold. You don't live feeling lack or scarcity because that's what you'll attract. You think about how much you do have, and you have faith that spirit, God, source, universe, whomever it is for you, will provide when needed. Okay? It's just about being mindful that while you may be feeling in this energy coming in like, to not live in the because you will, oh my heavens, look at the card that's just come out for that. Wow, wow, wow. You have everything you need. Look, this is the thief in the night card, I call it. But the soldier that goes in and steals the other soldier's swords so that they don't have them. Why? Because they want them to wake up tomorrow feeling lack and a scarcity of swords to fight the battle, right? But what I want to say about this is not the energy that you need to live in. So in other words, if this were you, this would be spirit saying, you don't need to steal their swords. We're going to provide for you, okay? You don't need to be trying to gather up as much as you can. Here, look, the squirrels with the nuts. We're going to, because you know that they, I was going to say hoard them, but they don't. They store them for winter, right? They make sure they have enough. Spirit saying, we will always make sure you have enough if you have faith in us. You don't need to be hoarding up. You don't need to be stealing the swords from the enemy, right? Like, you need to believe in us. So whatever that situation, event, energy is, it's going to make you feel like, uh-oh, I need to make sure that I have enough here, when really Spirit's saying, this is coming to you because we need you to have faith that we're going to provide that for you, okay? Because you're attracting that in when you're thinking like that. When you believe, I do have enough and Spirit will provide for me, that is what you will attract in. So now, is there anything, though, to help you? Because this is easier said than done, Taurus, right? I know. When we're in a situation where we're feeling a little scared, like, oh, geez, how's this all going to work? It's hard to bring in the positivity. So is there something we need to be aware of, or maybe a way to helpfully help us to navigate through this? Wreath. 43. Oh, I forgot to mention the numbers. 14, 5, 1, or 4 could be important. Here we have 43, 7, 4, or 3 could be important. So far, we've got repeating number of 4. You may want to look up the numerology on that. But it says, there in the circle of life tends to breathe death. One is not without the other, eternally bound by the essence of spirit. Ooh, I love that. So when I went in to look, what keyword come up was growth. Okay. And what I went to was life is full of ebbing and flowing. It's full of the good and the bad, right? The wheel of fortune, if you think of this as a wheel of a Ferris wheel, is always turning. If there's good, you know what? There's bad. But the good will always come back around. See how that's tying into here? I love it, okay? Like, bad times will turn around, and we've experienced it. We just need to remember it, because when we're in the moment of something negative or not having enough or bad, whatever it is, we forget that maybe we've been here before, but in a different way, Taurus. And this is Spirit just reminding us, you've been here before and it's all worked out. You just need to go with the ebb and flow of life. You need to go with the flow. You need to realize that that wheel of fortune, that wheel of good fortune is always turning, and you can hop on, I always say, and take it for a spin. And, you know, your down will come back up, okay? Look, the Hermit. Here he is with his little light. He's going off because he knows that he needs to take some time for himself. He knows that the answers to all of this are actually within himself. He's just lost sight of it. He's not trusting his intuition anymore, his gut feelings, what his heart, his soul is telling him. So he knows that he needs to get away, maybe peace and quiet, maybe a retreat, maybe meditation, prayer will be it for you. But you need to go within, because that's where the answers are going to come from. And it may remind you of that time when something good, the bad time, did turn around. And it may even inspire you in some way, in action, to help turn whatever this situation, event, person, people is triggering in you back to the positive again, okay? So I like that. Let's get further advice and guidance. Cold moon, number 6. Take with thy the dreariest of moments, release me for their tongue and nourish me with light. Well, I feel right there that it's releasing and letting go of the negative, of the bad, right? It's bringing the light back into the situation. But let me see here. We're going to get a tarot, and I want to see what the book also had to say because I jotted it down. Keywords, releasing and purging. That's exactly it. Letting go of the bad here, of the negative way of thinking, of the feeling of scarcity and lack. Okay. The cold moon is the full moon in December. And full moons and they light up. Like the little lantern here is going to bring the knowledge within out. It's going to shine a light on it. So does a full moon. It brings clarity. It also brings opportunity. But I do full moon and new moon readings, you guys, and full moons are all about releasing and letting go. Because if you don't release and let go, and this is in any area of your life, even think of your home. You can't bring new furniture into your living room because your other furniture's worn out, right? Or tired and old and worn. So you went out and bought new furniture. Well, you just can't bring the new furniture in and set it on top of the old furniture. You need to clear out the clutter. It's the same thing in our lives, the way we think, the way we feel. We need to get rid of what doesn't serve us. Negative ways of thinking, old ways of thinking, because if we don't clear it out, we're not making room for the new to come in, the new opportunities. We end up missing out on them because we're full up to the top, okay? It's like eating a big dinner and you can't have dessert because you're full up to the top, all right? So in the full moon, you need to release and let go. So new moon comes in, you can start planting the seeds about your dreams and wishes, the things that you want to bring into your life that would be good for you, that serve you, that you would want, that you would enjoy. And on new moon and full moon readings, just so you know here, Taurus, there's a reason this is coming up. It's for you to know that each new moon and each full moon, there's a different area of your life for you to focus on. Okay. And the energy that you see with that newer full moon doesn't mean it's for that sign. That's just the energy around it. So if you see new moon in Sagittarius, it's for everyone. It's Sagittarius energy around it. Okay. Now, Three of Gifts is Three of Pentacles. This is putting the work in. Okay. The Three of Pentacles is maybe you don't know how to do something. So maybe you're going to go to someone who does know how to do it. I was like, how am I saying that? Yeah, someone who does know how to do it, right? Like you are releasing and letting go. Maybe you need to go to, okay, you guys, this is perfect. What a plug for me. Thank you, Spirit. You come to my videos and learn how to release and let go. Learn how to bring into your life what you need, what areas to focus on, okay? I may be the person, my videos, messages from Spirit may be what it is that you can go to find out about it. How to let go of this feeling of lack or not having enough, how to grow knowing that the good and bad happen and to just go with the ebb and flow of life because that's going to be what's going to help you grow. But that you need to release and purge in order to do that, to have the growth. Letting go of these old ways of thinking and feeling. So there's that. Also, what I want to say is, what else was there? There was something else with the cold moon. You may have to take inventory here. You may need to take inventory in your life and figure out what you need to get rid of. Okay? So that is your short and sweet, Taurus. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated in any way, if you just simply enjoy my Yule and Christmas cards, give me that thumbs up. Hit that like button. It helps. Thank you for being here. I wish you all the best with this. And please come back and check out my new and full moon readings. There's one each month, okay? And different energy and different area to focus on each month. So that may be helpful to you. I think that's your Three of Gifts or your Three of Pentacles here, okay? Thank you so much, and I will see you in your next short and sweet Taurus or in one of my other readings, hopefully, and you'll get some good advice and guidance there too. See you later.